You up?
Yeah. I'm gonna let them all get in here.
Morning, fellas.
Room full.
Good morning.
Come on, y'all be perked up. It's not the funeral home.
Y'all missing school. Y'all missing school right now.
Yeah, y'all did a good thing. Y'all come in smiling.
How many people does it take to play soccer?
You know, I don't know how many's on the.
Like to actually play at one time?
I don't know how many's on the field at once.
10 or 12.
No.
All
No.
them girls.
How many's on the field at once?
Like 60 girls in here.
I mean, on a soccer field at one time. 20, 11 and 11.
11. Football.
That's the same as football.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the world.
All right, we got everybody here. Let's call the Rankin County Board of Supervisors meeting to order on March 7th, 2022. Mike Word, I don't know if he's in here or not. He's probably hiding. So, Slade, we have to give a backup plan. Do you mind opening up in a word of prayer? Word may be out there working out. So,
Let's go to one prayer. Father, we thank you for the occasion that you bring us here today, the opportunity we have to serve our fellow man, Lord, how we can come together to conduct this county. And it's a privilege, Lord, that we live in a country, Lord, where we can conduct our own government. Father, we do that freely. We know, Father, that your hand of protection is upon us, and you have established the government that we have. You've set these men in places of responsibility. You did that with your power. You did that under your authority, Father. So we just acknowledge that today, and we thank you for your presence here with us. Help us never to take for granted the freedoms that we enjoy. Father, I thank you for the occasion that we are about to celebrate, how, Father, successes can be celebrated together. Father, how Rankin County can come together and say thank you and congratulations to a group of men who's just accomplished a lot. Father, I just thank you for that opportunity, that privilege. I ask that you would be with us today as we try to do your will. In Christ's name.
great. Thank you, Mr. Slade. We'll go into item 3 under public comments and recognition. Mr. Morrison, I'll let you do the honors of Richland High School's state championship.
Well, I talked to y'all a few minutes outside. I just want to know how proud we are of you. Rankin County is. We've been very successful throughout Rankin County in having championship teams, and you're one more added to the list, and makes us really proud. I want to say right quick, y'all always be thankful for the leadership, whether it comes from your principal to your coaches, and most of all, your parents that show support to all the way through your life to help you get to where you are today, and how they continue to support. But anyway, y'all always remember that, and thank you, parents, and always the administration that makes things possible for y'all to have to help get you where you are. So we're really proud of you. South End was really lucky this year. We got 2 championship teams on the South End, and we're really proud of all of y'all. One thing you can we're looking for is maybe you come back, repeat, and we'll do it again next year. So anyway, at this time, we'll have Mr. Slade, he's our county attorney, read something for y'all, and it says a lot right there. So thank y'all.
Gentlemen, welcome. We're glad to have you with us today. We're going to take this privilege and this opportunity to express our congratulations to you on a state championship in soccer. And so, Coach, we're really proud that you're here with us today. I'm going to ask Coach John Adams and Assistant Coach Corey Myers and Blake Wyndham if they'll come forward. Y'all come on and stand up here. Gentlemen, I'm going to do my best to call each of you by name. And I am prepared to admit right now that I'm going to mangle some of your names. And so when you hear something that sounds kind of like your name, get up from your chair and come on up here, and don't embarrass me by making it seem like you don't even know whose name I just called. All right, here we go. We ready? This is before the Board of Supervisors of Rankin County. This is a resolution recognizing and congratulating the Richland High School Rangers soccer team on their 2022 MHSAA Class 4A state championship. Whereas the Richland High School Rangers soccer team won the 2022 Mississippi High School Athletic Association Class 4A state soccer championship by defeating Bay High School 2-0 in the championship game. This is Richland High School's second soccer title in 4 years. Whereas the most important statistic, gentlemen, we always try to do this. the most important statistic compiled by this team, the Richland High School Rangers, is the team's combined grade point average, which stands at 3.809 out of 4.0. Congratulations, gentlemen. Here we go, boys. Y'all gotta help me out here. Whereas the members of the 2022 Richland High School soccer team are seniors: Ajari Fairley, Cameron Allison, Logan Bynum, Jacob Young, Jose Chavez Gutierrez. Did I get that close?
That's pretty good.
Hot dog. That's one. That's one of many. Benji Hernandez. Chino Gerardo Hernandez. Alex Mariano Gregorio. All right. Nathan Smith. Thank you, Nathan, for being Nathan Smith. Carson Rhymes. All right, juniors, you ready? Jose Arellano. How about that? Garrett Myers. Jameson Miller. 2 L's is a Y sound, right? Did I get that right? Hot dog. Jeremy Thomas. Braden Clark. Michael Mendoza. Sophomores: William Guevara, Garrett Burney, Noah Rayburn, Kevin Regoita. Oh, you're going to have to help me, Coach. Orlando Zarazua. Praise God. Jordan Jones.
You're doing a good job, Blake.
Woo. Freshman: Charles Williams, Gavin Myers, Abram Yates, okay, Cooper Hammonds, Harrison Rudd. Y'all can come on across the front here, guys. Nolan Smith, Eric Zarazura, Noah Aldridge, and William Bowling Jr. All right. Okay. We got a manager who knows who he is. Right.
Hey guys, what y'all, is somebody behind you is shorter than you, let them be in front.
I'll move up in front of Cooper.
Peek through that hole, man. You can peek right through it. Don't get where you be seen.
Cooper, move over.
All right, y'all hang tight just a second. I'm going to finish the resolution here. Whereas the Rangers are led by head coach John Adams and by assistant coaches Corey Myers and Blake Wyndham, and the faculty and staff and the administration of Richland High School are to be commended for their outstanding commitment to both academic and athletic success. It's therefore resolved by the Board of Supervisors that we commend and congratulate the Richland High School Rangers soccer team, the coaching staff, and the administrative leadership for their champion 2022 season. On behalf of the citizens of Rankin County, we extend our best wishes for your continued success on and off the soccer field. Gentlemen, congratulations on bringing home a state championship to Rankin County. We couldn't be more proud of you. Coach, I've got the original of the resolution. I want to make that available to you guys, take back to the school with you. And we're really excited to be able to host y'all. Unfortunately, now you got to go back to school.
Congratulations, y'all.
Which one y'all
Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, proud of y'all.
Ah, there we go. I was close.
Congratulations.
One off. All right.
Appreciate you. Yeah.
I know that's right there.
Appreciate you. Congratulations.
Thanks, boys.
Congratulations.
Mike, thank you.
Congratulations.
Good to see you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
Pretty impressive, guys.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Keep it up.
See y'all.
Keep it up.
Congratulations.
Good job, man. Good job.
Keep it up.
Congratulations.
Good work.
Congratulations, bud.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Keep it up.
Yep. Congratulations.
Y'all going to Cracker Barrel now?
You're good.
All right, that makes it a good day.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, y'all. Good job, guys. Good job.
Congratulations, bud.
Good job.
Congratulations.
A lot of select league and all that other
Pretty
stuff.
impressed, man.
Good job, fellas. Yeah. Here's
Congratulations, bud.
next year.
Congratulations.
Good
Congratulations.
job.
Thank you for making
Congratulations.
Good job, y'all.
Thank you.
That's right, there we go.
Trick y'all.
You don't know which is out.
Congratulations, bud. Yep.
Congratulations, bud.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Congratulations, bud.
Thank y'all.
Congratulations.
All right.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, man, congratulations.
Great job.
We'll see y'all next year, maybe.
Congratulations. 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 Hey, best hand ever. Way to go. Congratulations. Yes, sir. Congratulations.
Good job.
Yeah, congratulations.
Good,
Yep.
good.
You look like a goalie, though.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Championship time.
Craig, you did a good job with the names. I'm glad it was you.
All right, I don't see anything else under public comments and recognition, so we'll go to old business. Wish to entertain a motion for approval. So a motion by Mr. Bishop for approval of old
Second.
business, second by Mr. Calhoun. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed with the like sign. Item 5, consent. Board wishes to make a motion on
Motion
consent.
approved.
Second.
Motion to approve by Mr. Calhoun, second by Mr. Morrison. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed with the like sign. Item 6, Ms. Caroline Gilbert. I don't see her, but we'll entertain a motion to, for item A, the board wishes.
I'll make a motion to approve.
So a motion by Mr. Gaines to approve. Second by Mr. Bishop. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed with like sign. So item 7, Mr. Sullivan, good morning.
Right on time, wasn't it?
Right on the
Yeah.
money.
I make a motion to approve A, B, and C.
All right, so a motion to approve A, B, and C from Mr. Sullivan by Mr. Gaines. Second by Mr. Morrison. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed with like sign. Item 8, Mr. Harrison. Good morning. We'll get the right,
Somewhere to go this morning, don't you?
we're fixing to,
Road work accomplished for
okay.
February and scheduled for March.
Make a motion approved.
So motion approved by Mr. Morrison under
Second.
item A, second by Mr. Calhoun. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any
Aye.
opposed with the like sign. Item B, Mr. Harrison.
Request approval permit for AT&T on Sandy Hill and Chris Lane.
Good luck.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Gaines, second by Mr. Bishop. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed with the like sign. Thank you, Mr. Harrison.
Thank you.
Mr. Parker, item number 9. Good morning.
Morning. Thank you, Mr. President. We have two items. Both are related to the Gunner Road clearing and grubbing project. Item A, we would request approval of the summary change order for a deduct in the amount of $3,499.65.
Okay.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Gaines, second by Mr. Morrison. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed with the like sign. Item A passes.
Following up
I
on
think-
that, we recommend the final payout to Pearson Dozer Service in the amount of $91,840.57 for work completed and authority to issue that check.
Motion.
Approved.
All right, so
Second.
motion by Mr. Gaines, second by Mr. Morrison. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed with the like sign. Item B passes. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr.
Parker.
President.
Mr. Slay,
I
item
got one
10,
question, when we gonna advertise it?
public hearings.
We can make a motion to set
Your first
all.
section is to
Hey.
set some public hearings, Mr. Slay, under item 10.
Yes, sir, that's right. The first, it would be all of the A, B, C, and D. They're all
Okay.
being set on the same day,
I'll
which
make
is
a
March the
motion approved.
So motion to set
vote
A,
here.
B, C, and D
Second.
by Mr. Calhoun, second by Mr. Morrison. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed with the light sign. Public hearings, Mr. Slay, item E.
We may have those who are here today to actually be a part of the public hearings on 2 or 3 matters that we have here. So Ms. Janice is going to check she's going to check outside for us to see if there's anybody here to appear. The first is going to be a public hearing on the Xinhong Zhang. I'm doing my pronunciation
Doing a
thing
good
today.
job.
I'm in the mode here. Dimensional variance request. This is at Castlewoods Boulevard. This is a District 2 parcel. We'll open that public hearing. Mr. Zhang is seeking a dimensional variance from the minimum lot width on lots 1, 2, 3, and 5 of the Retreat of Castlewoods subdivision. This is a platted subdivision. It's a 4.74 acre parcel. The property is zoned R1B. R1B requires a minimum lot width of 70 feet, and so the applicant is seeking a variance of 9 feet on lot 1, 8 feet on lot 2, 8 feet on lot 3, and 5 feet on lot 5. The application states a variance is needed due to the shape of this parcel. To minimize the disturbance to the topography, the lots have been divided into larger, narrower lots, and the minimum heated and cooled square footage for homes is 3,000 square feet. The hearing notice was published in the paper and was posted. We've received no calls in opposition. That public hearing is open. I'll ask if there's anyone here in the boardroom who wishes to speak in opposition to the Zhang dimensional variance request. Anyone? Mr. President, I don't see anyone here to speak on that matter. We'll close the public hearing. At this time, it'd be appropriate to take action.
Okay, one thing I want to say on this hearing, we've met several times with the Zangs, and the proposal that they're putting out for the Castlewoods area is super, super nice. Again, I want to emphasize two things that you said. Number one, this is not a rezoning. It's already zoned for that, so it's going to be residential. All we're allowing to do in this dimensional variance is shrink the width size across the front of the lot by a few feet to allow it to happen. But these lots are very deep, so it's really going to be a good touch for the Castlewoods area. It should really improve the home values in the area because of the square footage. The one thing I do want to ask as a reminder, Mr. Parker and Mr. Harrison, is to continue to follow up on our entrance into that area as far as how we gather it on Castlewoods Boulevard to be sure that we don't cause any kind of safety issue on the boulevard entrance. But these 3,000 square foot homes are going to be done really, really nice and really good. So with that, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
So motion by myself, second by Mr. Gaines. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed with like signs? Item E passes. Item F, Mr. Slay.
This is a public hearing on the Bottomland Properties LLC and Frontier Holdings LLC conditional use permit. This will be at Cold Bluff Road. This is a District 4 parcel. Ms. Janice, do we have anybody here on that matter? Okay. We'll open that public hearing. Bottomland Properties LLC and Frontier Holdings LLC are seeking a conditional use permit for development of a rural subdivision on Cold Bluff Road. It's a 182.58 acre parcel. Property is zoned A2. It's a total of 9 lots. No lot is less than 10 acres. All of the lots have frontage along Cold Bluff Road, and they meet the minimum lot width requirement of 150 feet. Copy of the restrictive covenants has been included with the application. The minimum heated and cooled square footage for the homes is 2,200 square feet. Hearing notice was published and the property was posted, and we've received no calls in opposition. I'll ask if there's anyone here in the boardroom who wishes to speak in opposition to the Bottomland Properties LLC and Frontier Holdings LLC conditional use application. Mr. President, I don't see anyone here to speak in opposition on that matter. We'll close the public hearing. This time it'll be appropriate to take action.
Make a motion to approve it.
So motion approved by Mr. Gaines, second by Mr. Morrison. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed with like sign? Item F passes. Item G, Mr. Slay.
Yes, sir. This will be a public hearing on zoning text amendments. This is a county-initiated zoning text amendment change. I will quickly move through the zoning text amendment changes that are proposed if the board wishes. First and foremost, though, I'd like to ask if there is anyone here to speak on the matter of the zoning text amendments being proposed by Rankin County. Is there anyone here to speak on that matter? Mr. President, I don't see anyone here to speak on that matter. If the board wishes for me to recite those changes, I'm ready to do that. Otherwise, it'd be appropriate to take action.
I make motion to approve.
So motion approved by Mr. Bishop,
Second.
second by Mr. Gaines. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed with light signs? Item G passes, Mr. Slay. You have one other item, item H, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Slay.
Item H is something that we do as we approach the last year of the supervisor's term. As you know, your last year begins January 1 of 2023. And so we are about, 9 months now away from the beginning of the last year of your term. And so you may have a question, why in the world are we starting now? Well, it's because the legislative session will not begin until January of 2023. The 23 session will begin on that day. And so in order for us to take advantage of an opportunity to exclude certain road construction projects from the statute that prohibits you from entering into road construction projects in the last year of your term, that cannot be concluded within 30 days of the end of your term, we need to act this session to get that done. And so we have prepared a local and private resolution, and we are asking our folks to help us get a local and private pass in the legislature. By the way, we did this in 2012. We did it again in 2016. I don't remember if we did it in 20 or not, but I think we did. But this is kind of a protective measure that we anticipate ahead of time, so that if we are moving forward with road construction projects, you have the freedom and the flexibility to go forward with those projects in the last year of your term without being concerned about violating that statute. So that's what this is. To that end, we have put together our best guess, I guess I can say that, Tim, our best guess on the kinds of road construction projects that we are anticipating being ready at some point, either coming into the last year of your term or just after the last year of your term. Sometime in there, we anticipate these to come online. And so I'm going to list those for you. Gunner Road. Now, some of these, by the way, are going to be listed because we anticipate the possibility. It's not that we know that they will. It's just that if we don't ask for relief, we're not going to be able to do it if everything lines up for us. So Gunner Road, Florence Byram Parkway, North Shore Causeway Bridge improvements, and then some of these Tim's going to have to help me better identify. I've got the state aid project numbers for you. State aid project 6118. You know what that is, Tim?
That's the overlay project.
State aid project
No, it's not
6119.
That's the, is that an M or an S?
It's an M.
That is the ultra-thin overlay project.
State aid project SAP 8S.
That's the reseal and micro.
Local bridge system project 616.
That's the LSBP project on Pleasant and,
Parker's just showing off right now, I
Yeah.
think.
He's
He's
just
popping
making
it.
up
He's
crap.
hey, because he don't even know if it's right or not.
Yeah.
He don't even know if it's right or not.
Exactly.
Bishop, is he right?
And then here's
Gosh
the big one.
almighty.
This is the big one. Any of the various projects that have been identified in your ARPA. Any of those projects.
All of those projects.
45 have been identified.
Call those out, Parker.
Yeah.
All 45 of them.
Is that SAP,
No, that's not gonna be a state aid
61M?
project. It didn't have a project number yet.
It's our MPO project.
Aren't we going to be on that one?
What's that?
Aren't we gonna get into that one before January 1, 2023?
Through the MPO process?
Okay.
Different letters.
I need to amend to add our OFAN and overlay on this list as a protective measure.
23?
I don't know that they're gonna have their funds available before then, Jay.
MPO?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
I was thinking that would be the summer.
Just to be safe.
I was thinking that'd be late
Well,
summer.
the same way we need to do the Andrew Jackson,
Why would they bid it all
he's
out?
being there,
Yeah, so, yeah, that probably do need to add Andrew Jackson.
and possibly the Pearson Road curve,
Okay, we'll put both of those on there too, Jared.
just in event.
All right, so I'm adding Old Fannin overlay. I'm adding Andrew Jackson. Who knows, the railroad may wake up one
Well, we
day.
got to reach out some more there.
And Pearson Curve.
Right.
All right, and there's still time for us to include additional
Okay.
items. There's still time to do that. Not a lot of time, but there is still time to do that. And so I would encourage you, as it comes to mind, and here's what you're looking for.
What's
Is-
the point we don't spend more of a percentage, right?
No, sir. This particular statute says if the project cannot be completed by the 30th day after the end of your term, you cannot enter into that contract. There are other code sections that also apply to the end of your term, a portion of the end of your term. And that has to do with the road department, has to do with employees associated with the road department. There are a number of other prohibitions. This one is specific to road construction contracts. So what you're gonna wanna be thinking about is this a project that could eventually, possibly, be at a point where we need to enter into a contract
Right.
from January 1, 2023 to December 31, 2023? And if the answer to that is it's a road construction project that may need to go under contract during those two timeframes, I need it on my list to give us approval ahead of time to be able to do that. Otherwise, it'll have to wait until the new board term before we can enter into a contract.
All right. The board wish to entertain a motion
I make
for this
motion
resolution.
approved.
Motion approved by Mr. Morrison,
Second.
second by Mr. Calhoun. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed with the light signs. Item H passes. Mr. Slade, thank you. Item number 11, Mr. Hicks, good morning.
Good morning. Item A is the authority to enter into a contract with our friends at Delta to upload electronic files required by the IRS for $500.
All right. Board wish to entertain a motion for item A.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Gaines, second by Mr. Morrison. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed with the light sign. Item B, Mr. Hicks.
Item B is for the library building on Tamerlan Street. It's approval of the pay application number 2 to Independent Roofing in the amount of $32,846.25 for work performed through January 24th.
All right.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Morrison to approve.
Second.
Second by Mr. Calhoun. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed, the light sign. Item C.
Item
Mr.
C
Hicks.
is the completion of the library roofing project, and it's the final pay app for $7,673.75 made to Independent Roofing.
Okay.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve by Mr. Morrison.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bishop. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed with the light sign. Item C passes. Item D, Mr. Hicks.
All right. We can take D and E together if you'd like.
Okay.
These are pay apps to Mayramp for our community services building, pay apps number 3 and 4. We received these on February the 16th after the last board meeting, if you're wondering why they're coming in so late. So
Okay. The board wish to entertain a motion for D and E.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Calhoun to wrap D and E together for approval. Second by Mr. Gaines. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed with the light sign. Thank you, Jay, for your vote. Item F, Mr. Hicks.
Item F is to acknowledge the final lease payment on a piece of equipment at the road department. I think it's on the bridge. This is to pay off a Caterpillar excavator. The payoff amount is $137,542. We will then turn that back in for the buyback, and Mike was able to renegotiate the original buyback amount up to $145,000.
Okay.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve by Mr. Morrison, second by Mr. Calhoun. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed with the light sign. Item G.
Item G is replacing that piece of equipment. We're turning back in.
Okay.
This is to enter into a 4-year lease purchase financing agreement for an excavator with Bancorp South, who was the best and lowest bidder. And it'll be a 4-year deal at 2.14% interest, and it will have a $145,000 buyback.
Okay.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve, Mr. Calhoun.
Second.
Second by Mr. Morrison. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed with light signs. Item G is approved. Item H.
Item H is the service agreement on that piece of equipment you just approved. It's $9,200 and authority to issue the check on that.
Okay.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve, Mr. Calhoun.
Second.
Second by Mr. Gaines. Any further discussion? All
I
in
just
fa-
have, I just have
yeah.
a question, not just on this, but overall, on those last few people. How many hours roughly on those machines? Bring them back in.
3,000.
Okay,
All right.
I'm just curious.
Yeah,
They're
they're,
not have more than 3,000 on this one, huh?
Yeah, that ain't broke in on 3,000.
I think the limit is usually around 1,000 hours a year.
Yeah, we're way under.
All right. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed with light signs. Item H passes. Anything else, Mr. Hicks?
No, but I will tell you, Mr. Scott Cole's in the office here.
Yeah.
when we get to additional business.
All right, well, congratulations, we're on additional business then. Item number 12, Mr. Cole, you have something?
Yes, sir, I do.
Come on. How are you this morning?
I have a contract already given over to Mr. Soleil and Mr. Hicks for approval, but what's for this service, old slicks here, but you guys are well aware that data protection is a big deal. And when I first got here, I really didn't know what I had capable available to me as far as resources. And we also had, sorry guys, we also had employee loss at the time that I started, so my staff was really short. And so I did what I knew I could do. And I increased the capabilities of our backup solution so that we have hourly backups of all of our data that's being housed within my data center. And that's great. I can recover from that real well if we have any kind of problem, ransomware attack or any of those kind of things. However, in my time here, I've discovered that there's a lot of data that's spread out across the county that's not contained within my data center. It just gets spread out onto user computers, you know, individual documents and just all kinds of information, as well as just, you know, user error is also part of all of this. Anyway, so what this service does is it replaces our existing antivirus software, which all it does right now is just looks to see if anything that's happening on the computer matches a set of patterns that it updates every day. It is as dumb as a post. This is actually a very lightweight but intelligent system that's going to spend some time on our network determining what is normal so that it can very quickly determine that something is not normal, and then it can decide, oh, is this an outbreak? Do I need to stop it? Do I need to stop just this service? Do I need to stop this computer? Do I need to stop the entire network? It'll integrate with our existing network devices to remediate this, to keep an outbreak from happening, so that if one person clicks on the wrong link that comes in an email, it does not cripple the entire county. In fact, most likely it won't even cripple that one computer.
Okay.
So that's what this service is for.
It's a home dinner of a service then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've done a lot of research. I've actually been sitting on this for quite some time because we've had phone system installations and all these other things going on, and I just didn't have time to bring it to you.
Well, let's keep out your Russian hacks.
That's exactly why I'm bringing it to you now, because it's pretty darn relevant.
It sounds like medical stuff, pre-infection
Yes, sir.
protection.
Yes, sir.
Post-infection protection, yeah.
Plus, it's backed by industry-leading experts, so if we actually had an outbreak, you don't have to deal with my stupidity in solving the problem. We already got somebody who can zoom right in and fix a problem if there is one.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's
What's
the
price
cost?
tag? Yeah.
Yeah.
It costs $8 per endpoint per month, about $3,000 a month.
Woo!
$2,832 per month for 354
License.
Endpoints.
licenses.
Yes, sir.
That's all we have? We don't have more than that?
We will probably discover a few more through this, Jay, but that's what we're currently paying for licensing on Microsoft
But
products
that
today.
doesn't include cell phones.
No, sir, it does not protect, because those cell phones currently are not subsequent to those type of attacks right now. So therefore, if an outbreak, there's no outbreak that can happen on a cell phone that can spread our county data.
Right.
FYI, the agreement that has been proffered by Fortinet, is that how you say that?
Yes, sir.
All right, I was shocked. I nearly fell down when I read it after Scott sent it to me. Terminable on 30 days' notice.
Yes, sir, I made sure of
It's
that.
like, okay.
So if we don't like it,
I didn't even have to ask them.
we can get right out.
Just curious, what are we currently paying?
We were paying about $8,000 a year for antivirus. So this would replace that.
That's gonna hit your budget pretty tough, huh?
Well, no, sir, I pre-planned for that this year in my budget.
Yeah.
That was before the whole UK and Russia thing. I was just nervous in general, but now I'm extra nervous.
All right, but do you have any other big expenditures coming up that you need to do?
The only other thing that I've got on the docket right now is a backup solution for the AS400 that I've put out for quotation. I think that's probably going to be around $30,000.
Well, we need to get, we've got a road, department over there, that we got this nice gate that we haven't got up and operational. What do we need to do to get that where it close?
As in,
I'll give a Scott on.
okay,
Well,
sure.
I know, I would like to just make sure we get it going, you know, we've been in 2 years plus now. It's just so easy, we got a lot of stuff up there. I don't, are you waiting on Scott, Mike?
Well, we gotta get our key calling things working, and I think we're running into some license problems dealing with Scott.
Well, we did, and y'all need badges.
All the employees? Or
Yes, sir.
Each truck?
Or whatever we're gonna give access to the building.
Correct.
Alright, cool, good deal.
this morning and more tonight.
Sounds good.
All right. Any other questions?
No, do we wanna add this to the agenda?
Yeah.
So make a motion to add this to the agenda by Mr. Gaines,
Second.
second by Mr. Bishop. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed with the light sign. Motion, vote wish to entertain a motion to approve, Mr. Gaines?
Yep.
Bishop?
Second.
Second by Mr. Bishop. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed with the light sign. So that item passes. Mr. Hicks, anything else under additional business? Mr. Slay?
No, sir, not from me.
Mr. Calhoun?
I'm not about to wreck this.
Let's write that down.
Mr. Morrison?
I got a look, I'll give an update on the, Puckett 2 Volunteer Fire Department. They should be wrapping it up. They got the sheet rock hung, finishing the sheet rock. We still under budget on it, and, had somebody local build some cabinets and donated the cabinets to the fire department, but it's coming on pretty good.
All right. Thank you, Brad. Mr. Morrison, anything additional business? Mr. Gaines? Mr. Bishop?
No,
Now we're
I
talking.
will tell you, we're gonna do
I've already gone past you. I've already gone past you. You gotta be quick
we're gonna do a
now.
ribbon cutting.
All right, let's go
probably.
back to Mr. Morrison.
We're gonna probably do a ribbon cutting, where they've actually have ordered some, plaques recognizing, to recognize Rodney Herring, Herndon. They got killed suddenly, and they, as soon as they come in, that's all they're waiting on. They won't have a little dedication for him, but that should be coming up as soon as they get those, and they should be here anytime. So down at the
is that something we need to do in here?
no, we're gonna do it at the, fire station. I'm gonna try to invite the right people, hope they can get there.
If we need to put together something from
Oh,
the
yeah.
board,
Yeah.
just.
And we may do that, let me, but they stopped me the other day and told me it was one of them deals, somebody's gonna donate the flags, you know, and they never did, and they got 2 of them, but they never did. Now they got somebody there, you know, they should've just done what they did. In fact, I told them, I said, just let me know what they are, I'll just pay for them. My Lord, what are you waiting on? So anyway, they told me they had them coming now.
All right. Mr. Slay, I pause for a second when I get to item 13 under executive session. Do we have anything?
I know, sir.
Mr. Hicks?
No, don't
Good.
go
So
back
we'll-
there. You
so
were
we'll-
gone.
I
Gone.
was, but, so, all right, item 14, recess until the 15th of March. I will say this on the 15th of March. Lane's playing baseball on the coast, spring break week down there, so I won't be on the 15th. Mr. Calhoun?
I guess I'll come back from my vacation.
I say we just cancel the meeting.
No,
So I will be out on the 15th.
all right.
So, all right, entertain a motion to recess until the 15th.
So move. Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed with the light sign. So we recess till the 15th.
About the quickest one I've ever
Hey,
seen.
we had,
I was
we had,
doing good. I was doing good till
we had
Slay got
40
up here and
we
started
had
going
40
through all
kids
this.
in here, and we still got out of here early.
Well,